have Patricia Morris. How are you doing today, Patricia?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me, Jennifer.
And today we're going to discuss Birthday Blessing, an awesome ministry that God is using to touch people now all over the country. And we're going to go over the strategic plan and the policy and procedure manual. So let's get to work. Now, Patricia, there is a plan and a method to your ministry. What is your mission?
Birthday Blessing mission is to partner with churches all over the world so that every child be celebrated with the truth of Christ.
That is an awesome mission, may I say. All right, what is your vision?
Birthday Blessing celebrates the uncelebrated by providing birthday parties to underprivileged children, demonstrating that God has given them the greatest gift of all, Jesus Christ.
And that is the gospel right there,
That's
bringing
right.
hope to the hopeless.
That's right.
All right, what is the values of Birthday Blessing?
So we are a Christ-centered ministry. It's children focused, and we plan on expanding this ministry through church partnerships. And our heart is missional love.
Wonderful. All right, Patricia, this world is full of problems since sin entered the world. What problems are you focusing on with your ministry?
Well, Jennifer, the statistics are pretty frightening when we see that every hour in 48 minutes, a young person commits suicide in the United States. You were just telling me that you overheard a young man at chapel yesterday saying that he was having suicidal thoughts. How sad is that? On any given day, there are 60,000 children in juvenile detention. Wow. 21% of children under age of 18 live in poverty.
And that's in this country.
Right. That's crazy, right? Each year, approximately 4,358 young people under the age of 21 die as a result of underage drinking.
Wow.
And what we believe is, the most memorable and special day in the life of a child it's their birthday. It's the day they were created, and most of them go uncelebrated.
Yeah, and it's the love of Jesus that is shown through you that will bring hope to these situations.
What we believe is that God has called us to partner with churches to help, facilitate birthday parties for these children in need. So that's our plan.
All right. Birthday Blessing started as you ministering right here in this area, but now God is expanding this ministry throughout the country and the world. So what is your strategic plan for that to happen?
So as we were putting a plan together, we had to start with a SWOT analysis because we need to really understand what our strengths and our weaknesses are, the opportunities that are there for us, and also threats. So as we were evaluating the ministry, we saw that 7 years of experience, that's pretty awesome because most small ministries, they don't even, continue after 5 years. 5 years is the passive break, so we're glad that we're 7 years. We have a proven model and, track record of celebrating the kids with the truth of Christ and leading children to Christ. So, we have the know-how. We also have a very detailed process of how to. And Birthday Blessing is a fun way to serve the community. It's a ministry where the whole family can serve together.
It's a party.
It is, yes. It touches people's heart,
Yeah.
And then a blessing that the Lord gave us is that we were invited to be a ministry partner of Gateway Church, which is such a huge blessing. Now, we have our weaknesses as well. We have no reliable stream of income.
Yeah, you're a ministry.
Thanks for the encouragement. Lack of effective marketing materials to reach churches. We don't have effective discipleship follow-up after party, that's why we're wanting to partner with churches, so that could be taken care of. Not a lot of people know about Birthday Blessing, so,
Well, we gotta let them know.
That's right. And we have a limited number of church relationships, so we need to grow that number. But there's some pretty exciting opportunities there for us. Recently I met Amy from Embrace Grace, and her ministry is growing. And they have a model of expansion that is very similar to the vision that I have with 500 plus churches. And Amy has offered to help Birthday Blessing when we're ready to let
iron sharpens iron.
That's right. So she's going to help us out. And then, Gateway is pretty connected all over the world. And because we are a ministry partner, we could tap into that resource as well. And, churches are looking for a creative way to reach the lost and the hurting. And I believe that Birthday Blessing is a creative way. There are millions of underprivileged children in the world who need to be celebrated. So there's plenty of kids for us to celebrate. So that's a lot of opportunities for us.
Absolutely, and it happens every year. So
that's right. You're right. Now the threats is that there are other programs, who are draining the church resources and time. So some churches are like, can we take something else on, right? Also, the threat is too that they love the idea and start just doing it themselves instead of partnering with us. And the idea of having one ministry adopted by multiple churches is that beauty of that unity, So I think that there is power in unity, and churches all over the world celebrating children with the truth of Christ in the same method. I think that would be a pretty cool thing.
And the Lord has blessed and is expanding your ministry, so I think that He will come through for you.
Thank you.
In overcoming all threats and weaknesses, because He is strong where we are weak.
Amen.
This expansion.
So we definitely want to go nationwide, and we want to work with churches all over the United States. So as we were considering, okay, so how are we going to reach that goal? So we were thinking about some objectives that we could have as targets. So we were thinking 10 churches to adopt Birthday Blessing as an outreach ministry by the end of 2017. So to do that, we would contact 50 churches and send them our new marketing materials as of the first quarter of next year. And then after that, we would follow up, in-person meetings with 25 churches by the second quarter of next year.
Wow, that sounds like a big step.
Yes,
wow.
it is. Now, in order to do that, we need marketing, because we need to get the word out for Birthday Blessing. So
that brings to everyone's favorite subject.
Budget. That's right. So right now our budget is really simple because we stopped doing parties ourselves, and now our focus is partnering with churches and for the congregation, to do the parties. So we no longer have the fixed costs that were so high that we used to, and then also the parties. But so right now we're concentrating on getting funds for marketing. I got a proposal to do a brand new website, new branding, because now we have to, instead of marketing to the people of the community to support Birthday Blessing, we're going to be marketing for churches to adopt this ministry. So we have new branding, we need brochures and all that. So I got a quote of $25,000. So we need to...
Wow.
Yeah. So we need a lot of money to raise. So I broke it down here that we, could get $13,000 in church donations, and then $4,000 from the board, and then do a fundraiser, which hopefully we can raise $10,000. We have small expenses like QuickBooks, bank fees, merchant service, and website. But that's a pretty simple budget right here.
Relatively, that's a small amount for the amount of lives you touch with Birthday Blessing. So I think you're doing a good job there.
Thank you.
All right. You do have an agreement with your... what is that agreement? What does it look like?
So we're pretty flexible ministry, but there are some core things that we will not budge on.
Okay.
So the agreement guidelines are that the gospel of Jesus Christ needs to be shared at every birthday
Amen.
party.
Yes.
And provide food to the families. Of course, you need cake and cupcakes for each child being celebrated. And then who doesn't like gifts, right?
Absolutely.
So we give toys from Children's Wish List. They get to tell us, their parents get to tell us exactly what their kids want for their birthday. So we're making their wishes come true. They also get clothes and shoes, everything brand new. Bible, an age-appropriate Bible. Now the teenagers are a little bit harder to buy for. So instead of trying to meet their needs that way, we just give them $100 gift certificate, Visa card. They can go buy
As
whatever
a
they want.
teenager, that would have been on my list.
That's awesome. Now, all the gifts come from Jesus. So we
Amen.
say, to the child's name, love Jesus, because he's the one that provides for this ministry.
Absolutely.
And it's him who's giving this party. So also, what is in our heart is to invite the children and their families to be discipled, to be part of the church. So the follow-up program is really important, and we want to make sure that the churches have a heart to love these families and invite them to be part of their community.
Absolutely. All right. There are also certain procedures. What are those?
Yes. So, the church needs to identify, homeless shelter or, a group of people that they would like to bless. And the children's ages, they start at age 5 to age 18. And the reason why we start at age 5 is because the gospel is presented at the party. And we are telling them that Jesus loves them and that God is giving them this party. So they need to be able to be old enough to understand that God is giving them this party and be able to grasp the gospel. In birthday blessing, we don't do a party every year for the same kids. So this is a once in a lifetime. So we want the kids to be able to be old enough to grasp that.
Right.
And then, we get they need to get the wish list from the children, from the parents. We don't want to just give them something just off a shelf. We wanted to make sure that they know that God knows the desires of their hearts, right?
Yeah.
And the parties are held once a month, usually on Sundays around 3 p.m. We found out that that's a good time, good time after church, go have lunch, right?
Yeah.
And then multiple kids are celebrated at one time, but we still make these children feel very, very special. Each family have their own table, and we sing happy birthday for each child. We give them a lot of love. So the way that the party looks like is the first hour is just pure fun. It's just entertainment, kids having fun. And then the gospel is presented at the middle of the party, and we use Bracelet of Salvation, as an illustration. It really helps the kids, grasp the truth. And then, we go on to sing happy birthday. Mm-hmm. We also sing, may the dear Lord bless you.
Oh, wow.
So anyway, after that, we serve food and cupcakes, presents are open, and then the families are invited to come to church, and the volunteers would follow up with them during the week and making sure that they know that they really want them to come to church, that they are looking forward to seeing them again.
Right, because we want to get families planted in the
Yes,
church, growing in God.
That's right, that's the whole purpose.
Well, that party sounds like a lot of fun. What is
So Romans 10:9 says, if you declare with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. So that's what we do at the parties. We share the gospel and we give the children an opportunity to declare with their mouth, and if they believe in their heart that Jesus is Lord. And it just amazes me every single time that so many little hands go up. These kids are so ready for hope. They really want something good in their lives, and that's Jesus.
Yeah. All right. Looks like we have a breakdown here of the ministry.
Yes, so birthday blessing, the idea is that it will be a congregation-run ministry, so people in the church, they can host, they can serve, give, and pray. So the people of the congregation are the ones who will fund and run the party. Small groups can adopt, by purchasing gifts within, the groups. They can purchase the gifts for the kids and come and celebrate. So it's all done within the congregation of the church.
All right, so you A lot of volunteer opportunities.
We sure do. Within each church that adopts birthday blessing, they should have a core group that coordinates the party. So, you would have a party coordinator, a gift coordinator, cake coordinator, ministry follow-up coordinator, set up and clean up, party host, and a photographer. Because, everybody's going to want to see the pictures on Facebook and see how much fun it was, right?
I want to be a cake coordinator.
Okay.
All right. So, if you'd like to get in touch with Patricia or with Birthday Blessing, we have some addresses for you. Any final thoughts, Patricia?
Well, I posted here 2 videos. The first video is the heart of the ministry, and you get to see just really how Birthday Blessing got started. It's a very short video. And then the second one is the vision of this next phase, and it's a video that we took at Hope Fellowship, and the congregation, was setting up the party and hosted the party, so it was a lot of fun.
Oh, wow, that looks great. All right, thank you, Patricia, and thank you to all of you. May God bless you.